Hi everybody, welcome back to the Campbell Cabin. This is Darren, and today we're down at the woodpile and we're going to talk about Osage Orange, the firewood that's too good. And I will tell you why it's too good. That's what the whole video is about. I'm going to go ahead and let you have it right here. The reason it is too good for some wood stoves, I'm going to specifically say it's too good for a cast iron wood stove or a soapstone wood stove. I wouldn't recommend it using either one of those. I would not do it in my cast iron or soapstone. Why? I'll tell you why. So, it is too good. It is too hot. It has the highest burning BTUs rating in almost all other firewoods in North America. It is up there. As you can see here in the BTU charts for firewood, it's rated at 32.9 million BTUs per cord. Well above oak and locust and most all other firewoods. So there's other uses for Osage Orange though. And one of the reasons they call it Osage came from the Osage Indian tribe, which found the wood to be a great bow making material because of its properties. It's extremely strong and pliable. Then we also used it in early America for hedgerows and soil erosion. They actually used this for a living hedge fence with the extremely long thorns. Now, I do not have thorns on the wood that I was given here, but when you get to the smaller branches and a smaller tree at the bottom, you will have these extremely long thorns. So when you plant Osage Orange every couple foot and it grows, it will create a living fence. That is another great reason for it. Now, I will say it has these fruits that come actually about this size. Now, these are the fruits of the Osage Orange, otherwise known as the monkey balls. I cut a chunk. If you can zoom in here, take a look at this. This is a color. It could be a little similar to locust, but it is a very unique color, and it's very strong, very hard, non-porous wood. And it has a fruit that comes off of it about this size, maybe a little bigger. It actually looks like a human brain. I know it's kind of gross, but it is. That's what it looks like. And it's called a monkey ball fruit that falls off these trees. You can take these fruits and you can mash them up and dry them out, and you can use the seeds to replant a whole nother tree and multiple trees. But another use for the fruits is to cut them in half and put them on a plate or a bowl or something open. It will repel insects, believe it or not. That's what I've heard. One main reason I'm making this video is a warning for you. A warning because most of you may not understand how hot Osage Orange actually gets. It gets so hot, it's said to have coal-like properties to the wood. It burns like coal more than wood. It gets so hot. Now, I do recommend, if you have access to this wood and you have a soapstone or cast iron stove, I don't think I would risk it, because if you load up a full load of this in your stove and you give it some air, you may not be able to contain it. It may crack your stove. It could crack it. You don't want to crack your stove, right? If you do have some, or you think you can handle it, and one way I would recommend, the only way to burn it is to mix it. Put some pieces, a piece or so, small pieces of Osage in your stove, only with some lesser wood, like ash or some maple or something that has much lower BTUs. You want to blend it. You do not want to load up your stove. Now, if you have a steel stove, that might be a little better. I would think a steel stove would be fine, but it could still get out of hand. So it's a good firewood, and it's too good. That's why I wanted to make this video. I wanted to communicate, to let you know more about this wood, because it is so good. Too good. That's what it's about. So now, another thing about the wood is, when you burn this in your stove, if y'all have burned locust before, you know it pops and crackles a little. Oh no, this will put on a 4th of July fireworks show like you've never seen. When you open your door, it will be cracking and popping all over. Popping all over the place, maybe coming out. So that's another thing to be careful about. So if you're offered a load of this wood at some high price and saying it's the best wood, it is. It might be too good. So another thing I've heard, which we're going to test here today, we're going to try this out. I've heard it is so dense, non-porous, it won't even float. So today we're going to try that out. Let's see here. Water here. Don't tell anybody. I took my wife's little tub she cuts corn into. She won't know. Myth busted. It does not sink. I did want to give a shout out to my friend Bill, because Bill was a good enough man to let me have a small wheelbarrow load of Osage Orange today. He got this about 1.5 years ago, and he split it, and he's actually burning it in an outdoor wood burner. And himself, he even said he don't believe he's going to burn it in his cast iron stove. He's kind of concerned about it. Now, 1.5 years ago, when Bill got this wood, he never heard of Osage Orange. And I said, wow, he sent me a picture of these trees he was going to cut. And I said, wow, that might be some Osage. He said, Osage? And I said, well, yeah, Bill, you better look out. That stuff is so good, you better be careful. It might crack your stove. And he said, wow. So what if, I'm glad he didn't load his wood stove up, his cast iron stove, to the gills and let her go. You might not be able to contain it. So this is a warning, and thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video today. I know it wasn't anything extremely exciting, but it could have been a little bit educational. If you liked it, subscribe, hit a like, and stay tuned. There's going to be more videos coming soon. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.